What's going on, you guys? Today we got another classic for you. The 5 Stoic lessons your dad should have taught you. Now, here's the thing. These lessons are so powerful, but I feel that not a lot of young men got these lessons because it just wasn't the mentality then. It was just the way that our fathers were raised, their fathers were raised. Like, they didn't have like that much depth of wisdom like such, because the world was moving faster. Obviously now with technology and everything, it's so hard now for people to like really be grounded and rooted in God and like have that relationship with God and understand these deeper principles. So I'm so happy that you're joining me today, because these principles are literally going to change your life. Write them down. Keep them somewhere handy that you can refer to often, because these are things that you should keep at the forefront of your mind every single day for you to grow and for you to improve. Now, the 5 Stoic lessons your dad should have taught you. Number 1, control what you can. Ignore what you can't. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Realize you only have power over your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Everything that's going on within you, on the inside. That's the only thing that you have power over. You can't control the weather. You can't control life, circumstances, things that take place. You can't control that. So why are you going to waste energy? Stop wasting energy on things you can't control. Others' opinions, how other people view you, whatever they may say, or what they think. You can't control what they think. Even if I give you the perfect presentation today, someone can still say that was terrible, right? I can't control that. All I can do is do my best with sharing this information with you guys. So you cannot control others' opinions, your past, things that have taken place in your past. It is what it is. You have to learn to be at peace with it. Forgive and forget. That's true forgiveness, is completely forgetting, having no emotion towards it. That's true wisdom, is being able to look at a memory without the emotional charge. Now, you can't control unfortunate actions, unfortunate events that take place in your life. It is what it is. Immediately, even in the moment, once it takes place, like it already took place. You can't do anything. It happened. Now what? Now what are you going to do? Focus on what you can control. Your response, your thoughts, and your actions. That's all that you can control. Don't dwell on the challenges. It's already happened. Now, what will you do? What will you do now moving forward? What will you do now with the understanding that this has already taken place? It is what it is. Control what you can control. Ignore what you can't. There's no point in sitting there and say, well, why'd this happen? I can't believe that happened. Gosh, I didn't want that to happen. You can't change it. What happened, happened. So stop thinking about that. Stop putting any energy into that and just focus on what you're going to do about it now. That's number 1. Number 2, pain is your teacher, not your enemy. So many hide from pain, shy away from pain, don't want to engage in pain, but it's necessary for us to grow. You see, in order for you to grow and actually become the person that you want to be, you're going to have to change. And change is uncomfortable. Change is going to be you doing something differently. And when you do anything different that's out of your comfort zone, it's going to cause you to feel discomfort. You're going to feel pain. You're going to feel struggle. There's no growth in the comfort zone, and there's no comfort in the growth zone. You're going to have to choose. And it's always better to choose growth, because once you start getting comfortable with being uncomfortable and start choosing growth more and more, you actually don't want to go back to the comfort zone. You don't want to stay stagnant because you're in the habit of just constantly moving forward. It's one foot in front of the other. Marcus Aurelius said, the obstacle in the path becomes the path. Like the cave that you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. The obstacle is actually the path. You should recognize like that's the objective now. Like I got to go and overcome that obstacle. It was placed in front of me. Now I have to overcome it. This is what I did with public speaking. I was selling real estate. I went to a real estate meeting. I planned to speak. I could not get in front of the room because I was so fearful of what other people thought of me, of how I was going to be perceived. I didn't get in front of the room. But I left that meeting and I went home and I said, this is the thing I have to overcome. Like this is it. I can't live another day not taking action or improving towards overcoming this. So the obstacle is the way. Something in your life right now that you may understand is so scary. Like, oh, I gotta go approach that girl, or I gotta go give this client a call, or go to the gym, or go for a run. The thing that you are fearing the most is going to give you the most in return by you overcoming that. Pain and hardship are teaching you lessons. That's the only way that we actually learn is by going through the shit, by fucking up, by failing. That's the only way that you're actually going to learn, because you're going to see it, because you're going to have actual experience now. Because we can sit here and talk about, oh, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do that. But until you're actually there, you don't really know what it's like. So you have to have that experience. Pain and hardship are teaching you lessons. Growth comes from struggle. Every challenge is an opportunity to level up. That's where the growth is. It's in the difficult things. It's in the things that the 99% of the population are refraining from doing. That's why they say stay stagnant. That's why they don't get anywhere where they want to go or get anywhere near the results that they want, because they're not willing to step into that fire. Because I'm telling you, the fire is what molds you. You have to be put into the fire if you want to be molded. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Seneca said that. This is what it comes down to. You have to be willing to go through all the challenges, all the hardships, all the setbacks, in order for you to become the person that you have to become. Now, every failed relationship or business venture is preparing you for what's to come. It's all preparation. You see, don't look at these things in your life, like these setbacks and challenges and adversities, and sit with them in the moment and be like, gosh, this sucks. No, look at it for what it's causing you to become. When I was first in public speaking, I was like, this is so uncomfortable. I just knew I had to do it. I had no idea what was going to come from it. But after 6 months of pushing myself just a little bit every single week, after 6 months, I was like, damn, look at how far I've come. Like, I'm one of the best, most comfortable speakers in the room in all these clubs that I go to now, because I just got that much better every single week. So understand that all the challenges, all the failures, they're all preparing you for what's to come. Number 3, emotions lie. Master yourself. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. That's what Seneca said. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. I was at the gym the other day, and I was like, oh, I want to go start approaching people and start making friends and start branching out, introducing myself to people, and I was nervous about it. I was like, oh no, I don't want this person to perceive me like this, or make it awkward or weird. I don't want to come off like that. I'm suffering more in imagination. In reality, I actually went and introduced myself to people, and everyone was very open. Everyone was very cool. There were a few people that were kind of weird and kind of awkward and didn't really want to have the interaction. So I just introduced myself and went on my way and never talked to them. But that's okay. Not everyone's going to be for you. But the point is that your emotions can get you so tied up and like, oh, don't do that action. Don't take that step. And we get so caught up in dwelling in that imagination and that emotion, and it causes us to be paralyzed. Like, we don't want to take this step because we're so fearful and we're believing in that imagination. And here's the thing. Fear is faith in the wrong direction. You're believing in something that hasn't even happened as a worst case scenario, like, oh, it's already going to be like that. Well, you're choosing that. That's fear. That's the devil. So look at it from faith, from God. Like, you have to go through this. Like, hey, it's going to work out. You may learn something in that moment that you take and use a week from then, or a year from then, or 5 years from then. You don't know. But you have to trust. You have to have that faith. And tell me, what are the pros and cons that could come from you introducing yourself to someone, or you starting that business, or taking an action that you're fearful of? What comes from that? Well, you grow a little bit because you stepped out of your comfort zone. You stepped through that fear. You had that courage. You gained that mental strength and resilience to be able to push through when you didn't want to. Okay, that's a pro. You could develop a new relationship. You could get a business sale. You could develop yourself further. Like, there's so many pros. What are the cons? Oh, that someone might perceive you weird. Someone might think that you're awkward. Someone might reject you. You might get rejected. You may fall flat on your face. You may look like an idiot. Who cares? Those are so momentary. Like, it's such a small moment that you're going to analyze and zone in on when there's so many benefits. Look at the benefits. Look at the pros that are going to come from that. Now, emotions cloud your judgment. Stay rational and non-reactive. Learn to see past your emotions. Learn to be stronger than your emotions. You're going to get startled. You're going to get frustrated. You're going to get anxious. Sit with them. Be comfortable with them. Allow them to come. Don't resonate with them. That's not you. They have to come. For the person that you are being right now, you have to experience those and overcome them. Allow them to pass. They're going to pass. And when you take that step, all the fear, all the anxieties, all of it just completely diminishes, because now you're in the moment and you're actually seeing it for what it is. Oh, it's actually not that awkward. We just had a casual conversation and started to get to know each other, and that was it. Like, we overthink and overanalyze way too much. Just do. Now, anger, fear, or insecurity should never dictate your decisions. Never make decisions when you're extremely emotional. Allow yourself to take a moment, collect yourself, think rationally, allow those emotions to pass, and then make the decision. Now, if someone disrespects you, pause before responding. Don't let them control your emotions. They want to be able to control you. They want to be able to see you get emotionally disturbed and cause you to react and act out of character. That's what it is. So you always want to be acting in alignment with your morals and values, with your character, with the person that you see yourself as. And those moments are so fast, but you're going to get those reactive thoughts. Pause for a moment. Let those thoughts come. Analyze, don't resonate with those thoughts. Realize that those thoughts aren't you. Let them pass, and then make the decision. Number 4, speak less, do more. Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Stop trying to win over other people's opinions and validations and approvals. It has nothing to do with you actually doing the action. Okay? Talk is cheap. Your actions define you. Move in silence and let results speak for you. This is one of the most powerful points in this presentation, because so many talk. But here's the thing, talk is cheap. And here's the thing, when you put it out there and then you don't follow through, now they believe in you less. There's countless of people that I know that would, oh yeah, we're going to meet up. Yeah, we're going to go do this. We're going to do that. And then when the time comes, they don't hit me up or they don't follow through. And I'm like, oh, I just know that I can't trust your word. And I know you don't trust your own word. So why am I going to trust your word? So that's what it comes down to. Don't announce your goals. Execute them and let people see your transformation. Let people see, like, damn, whoa. You didn't even have to tell me that you were going to do that and you just did it? Damn. That is a lot more shocking. Number 5, memento mori comes from the ancient Roman and Christian traditions. It means remember you will die. Yes, unfortunately, there will come a day where you will no longer be experiencing this life. And you must understand that tomorrow is not guaranteed. Straight up. This moment is the only thing that's guaranteed right here, right now. You don't know if you're going to drop dead in 5 minutes. You don't know if something radical in your life is going to change in a moment. It could happen. I've been through it. I've seen it. Like, you have to really get to that point, though. Maybe you need to go through those experiences for you to really realize, like, damn, things can really change that fast. Then you'll actually be grateful. Then you'll actually appreciate exactly where you are right now and love your life. Stop. Marcus Aurelius said, you can leave right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. You could leave right now. Stop procrastinating. Time is your most valuable asset. You're never going to be this young again. You're never going to have this little of responsibilities again. Like, you have, the time is now. Fuck. This is it. You don't know how much longer you're going to be here. So start to really hone in and value what truly matters to you and what you truly want to give your energy to. Because your time and your energy, your attention is the most valuable thing that you possess. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Do what you can do today. If you knew you had a year to live, how would you act differently? Start living like that now. This puts it into perspective for you. And I'm going to leave you with this. You don't know how much time you have. You truly don't know how much time you have here. You're going to sit here and think, yeah, I'm going to live to 100 and I'm going to be healthy and life's going to be great and I'm just going to live a long life. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know when your friend's going to go. You don't know when your parents are going to go. You don't know when your kids are going to go. You don't know. You don't know. So really get grounded in that, because that is literally the most important thing for you to actually appreciate your life. Because if you knew 50 years was guaranteed, you'd fuck off. You'd do some stupid shit because you knew you had the time. But here's the thing. You don't know if you have the time. So stop thinking like you do. That's the crazy part. Everyone's out here living like, oh, I'm going to live to 100. Yeah. And they're just taking their sweet ass time. But they're not going to get the results they want. I don't even think that it's even worthy of living a life other than the results that you actually want. And if you don't have the results that you want, take action today to start getting there. And this is all I teach in my program, the Higher Self program, for you to align with that voice within you, your conscience, the authentic voice of God, for you to actually walk the path you were meant to walk in this life. And it comes from the daily habits. So DM me on Instagram, MichaelVincentMindset. If you want to connect with me there, get involved in the program. But these are the 5 stoic lessons your dad should have taught you. These are so powerful. Hone in on these. Watch this video. Send this to a friend. Keep this with you often. Write these down and go over these often, because honestly, you have to come from that grounded mentality that has the deeper level of awareness for you to actually get the most out of this life. So we'll see you guys in the next one.